What up, dog?
What's up? It just kept saying poor connection. I don't know what that means. I just went ahead and turned off the Wi-Fi.
How you been, sis?
I am great. What's going on, bro? Thank you so much for coming
Come
on my show.
anything for you. I known you so long. We did so many things together. It's an interesting time for us creatives right now. So
Yeah,
anything I can do in the fraternity, I'm all the way in.
I'm telling you, man. It's like we are. Hey, nephew. Yeah, we're right now having to expand upon our talents, and
Cool. I mean, it's kind of
yeah,
cool. Like
it's
I
it's
see Mr.
positive.
Butley is on here right now. V Rut, just to watch what people like him have. I mean, this dude got a sitcom that he was working on plays. He had doing comedy, and he
I
in
love
a
it.
wheelchair. You
I
know
love.
what I'm saying? Like it's this time that you really get to see the other part. We know you can act, but can you
Right.
talk? Like
Well,
you know
okay.
you're not acting, can we talk to you then? So,
Yep.
I'm not on stage. Am I still approachable? So I love it. I mean, it's cool. And then when it ain't, just don't do it.
Exactly. Yep. And like you said, people get to see the real stuff. What else? We say it about people all the time. You like, we know you got this. We know you this. But what else? What else
Yeah.
about you? And not necessarily what else do you do or what else can you do to make money? What else about you? What else about you is compelling? What else about you can you give? And for me, the what else is I like to pour into people and to help people and to do things that help to make people better. That's the what else about me. That's the thing I'm most proud about, even beyond acting and all that. I'm proud about that.
Well, I think to truly be a creative, you have to be a giver
Yeah.
because we're giving
100.
you this thing that we have inside of us that's just useless inside and it must come out.
I
So
agree.
I'm giving you this. It's it's because it's in me and I just love it so much. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? And I have to give it to you. Like
Yeah.
even if you don't want it. I like with me, I gotta you gonna hear this truth. If
Oh,
you
oh yeah.
Mpo
I wouldn't have
Pops,
one here if I wasn't.
it's a comedian on here right now, one of the biggest comedians in South Africa, one of my brothers, um,
Hey.
over Mpo Pops. And you know, this dude casually before COVID, just casually wrote a movie, shot it, directed it, almost got the South African Oscar on his
Yes.
first one. Like,
Well,
what I'm
I'm very familiar with that. So if you on here, you see me, hopefully he's seen me. I've been in several. What's up, T. Campbell? I've been in several African based films and I've been blessed. And I'm hoping that they show up in Africa, that, they get some leverage. I have a series right now based off an African filmmaker called Shades of Attraction. So hopefully he's seen it and is familiar with it. But yeah.
But and then I think this is a good time. So I've been planting. If you take a seed here, let me give you a better example.
Okay.
You ever seen a mustard seed?
Oh, yes,
When you
yes,
when
yes.
you hear the faith, the size of the mustard seed. Well, my mom gave me a mustard seed and
Oh,
taped it into a card when I was 9. When she
I
gave me,
love.
she had this math. And when I opened it, it was just a seed. So while many people hear the faith of the mustard seed, they don't know how big it is. So as a child, I was saying, if you can move a mountain with this little 1/4 of a rice, I know I got the faith of a Matchbox car.
I know
I know I got the faith of an apple, and then I know I got the faith of a whole park or a high school or California. So when you start thinking like that, and this is probably
that's. Hey,
200,
Michael McFadden.
this is just a gang of mustard seeds.
I love it. You want
I
to know
look at
something
that
funny,
many
Griff?
of them. I look at that many of them every morning, And then I have them under a calendar on purpose because time plants those seeds. Time. And if you could have the faith of one, what if you had your one faith and then you was around a whole bunch of that many other faiths?
Right.
And then it's too many of them to let the people that ain't good for you here. And it's a lot of people that ain't good for us.
That ain't
it's
good
not.
for you.
But y'all got to have a better separate game. My separate game is strong. We not cool. I'm not kind of cool. You know, if I ain't know you like that, Tasia, you be like, hey, Griff. I'll be like, oh, man, sorry. I was cutting my wrist that day.
No, Griff. We here because guess what? You know how people be like, and no offense if for those who use it, everybody not my sis. I'm like that person. You might be cool. We might be like this. But certain people, you know what I'm saying? It's like my affection or love is different for different people. And it's funny you brought up the mustard seed thing because what I say is at the end of some
Michael McFadden. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you ain't see me say how that was up. Yeah,
Mike. But look, it's a lot of good people on here. Vince, who I just told you about, he said we can give faith away. How powerful is that?
Yes.
We can, as creatives, something in us, someone else will see. Pops is looking at this from South Africa. I done been on Comedy Central Africa with him and the homies.
I know. I remember when you were going. Remember, I was like, I need to be out there.
You absolutely did. But then me and Mike Madden was on. We had a morning show on the internet, and everybody was like, why y'all ain't? Years ago.
Wait a minute. And I was guest host for a few of those. That's where I met you, I believe. I think I met you and Mike.
Of course. And that's
Absolutely.
that's the seed. If you plant a seed and it turns into a whole tree with fruit, what kind of seeds do you put in human beings? You know what I'm saying? You ask Michael McFadden anything about me, he gonna say, probably shake his head and just go dumb. But as he shake his head, he gonna see that he in his own studio in the office across the street from the Atlanta Braves.
That's right.
Like it's taking what's the people you around and you bless other folk. And me and Mike was in the military and we, like it just, you got to give it away. You can't keep it in. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. I love you, Mike. You and your wife, homie.
I love you too, but guess what? This is the thing. The thing is, so I have the flip side.
That's Biden, by the way. That's what I call that because that's what Biden made famous. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Okay, so what I was gonna say is people need to apply that to other things. So I say at the end of my segments, if you can imagine what faith the size of mustard seed can grow into, imagine what doubt the size of a mustard seed can grow into.
Easy.
So you need to be careful about what seeds you're planting. Because if you're planting that mustard seed of doubt, imagine if you let that grow, what that can grow into.
You can't even stop that. That's the weed.
So again, we have to remember it's what seeds we're planting.
Right.
If you plant the seed of mischief and evil and all that stuff, guess what? That's going to do nothing but grow. If you plant the seed of goodness, kindness, peace, joy, giving, guess what? The size of a mustard seed. Guess what that will grow into?
The provision of a planet.
Yeah.
If you're a little kid and all you want to do is, and shout out to Ali, another creative that's been on everything.
I see everybody on here. Thank you. Everybody's coming on. Your folks.
This is such a great time for us to revamp our creativity.
Yeah.
I mean, in April, I celebrated 25 years of comedy, And in November, I was saying, Lord, I think I want to win the Nobel Peace Prize, and I'm a retire from comedy. But he said, I need you to do comedy. That's just it ain't even walking around doing comedy. That's a clown. But it's a need for this spreading of faith. That's good. You know what I'm saying? And comedians get it natural because all we want to do is make you happy and laugh. And laughter is the Bible. This is what's so crazy about Proverbs 17:22. Laughter is good for your soul like a medicine. Proverbs 17:23 say, and if you don't, your bones will dry up and you'll die.
I
So
believe
negative. So we just try to keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real. You will want to laugh. You will want to laugh. You will want to watch a TV show or a movie and it bring you to an emotion because that shows something. That shows something. That's what connects us. The only thing that's communication is the only thing that separate us from the animals. They can't chop it up. Like
what's funny
go ahead.
is for me, stuff like those characteristics, for me, they feel me that like, okay, looks are important to people and of course and all that stuff. But I'm telling you, like how my man got to my heart is the other stuff, but the laughter brings me joy, makes me laugh. You want to, you know what I'm saying? It is a release of endorphins and all that stuff. I mean, it really is chicken soup for the soul. Laughter, it really is. It helps. I mean, I try to pay attention to, have I smiled today? I just cannot go through a day without a smile. If I go through one day without smiling, then I know that was a bad day I am going through. I really have to turn that around because I know I got to smile at least once a day.
Good Trouble come and said, I'm 57 years old and I don't ever want to grow up. Me neither. Because it ain't like when you grow up, you die. But if you keep, it's so much stuff I want to learn and read and just like a child. Like I love when people say, oh, you'll never, it's fine. It doesn't hurt my feelings anymore. In the beginning, probably when I found out when I was 10, even your own family will do you dirty. It changed your perspective. So, and then you have to take that perspective and then you have to stand on that perspective. It's not, it's just my perspective. Ali or Pops or Michael McFadden. I mean, it's Vince. It's just our perspective, but I like my perspective. You know what I'm saying? So if I like it.
I want to get to this. So I want to get to what we're here to talk about. And this will kind of lead to that. So first and foremost, this has been a crazy time. I don't know if during Thanksgiving, did you come back here to the A, or were you still in Texas? You like, no.
Atlanta was cool. I saw Atlanta when it was the best. I saw Atlanta from 1998 till 4 years ago. I was able to do some of the freshest things I ever done in my entire life in the ATL. The ATL, I'm a Cali dude, but I love Atlanta. All my kids went to high school there. I got a baby at Camp Creek Middle that's going to Westlake too. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta been good to me, man. Atlanta taught me so much game.
Okay. So we're about to get a little bit serious here, and we know you're a comedian, so it's okay if you throw some jokes in there. But so what we're here to talk about?
I like how you just told me what to do.
Yeah, but I'm
not gonna throw jokes anywhere. I'm the pitcher.
Whatever. You can.
I'm gonna bother you like your sister. You already know. I'm gonna leave.
You already know. Look, and she coming on here. She said she's gonna come on here in a little bit later, so you know you gotta mess with her when she come on here. But what I was gonna say is, for real, what we're in here talking about is everything. It seems like your life has been under a public microscope, okay? And a major life change that many of us have been through and get to go through, but we get to go through it in secret, I guess, unless we choose to share it. We know that a few years ago, because you had been very open about it, that you went through a divorce.
Right.
And when I met you, you were actually married, and I met you and your ex-wife at the same time.
Tony, right.
You all work together.
Yeah.
I've hung out with y'all for real. But I also had gone through divorce, which you know, and you not only went through it in the public eye, you were extremely transparent about it, about your healing process, about your journey, about what you were going through. So can you tell us about that? Number one, talk about it. talk about why you were so transparent about it.
Yeah.
And then how did you get through it? Like your healing process. Like what
Uh,
helped you?
Everybody on here that know me, all the names I saw, they all know Tony. They love Tony. You know, it's always more love for Tony than me. And
No, you my boy.
no. I know, but look though, I'm just giving her a props. And she can cook, and she funny, and she cute, and she quick. Like, you know, what happened to y'all? Well, what Iyanla Van Zandt told me is people have a right to change their mind. That's it. And then because divorce does hurt, it hurts because that's really your best friend. You got partners. I think when you can keep it real and say, man, I'm so mad at her because she know everything about me. Like, you know, like you be more mad because, and then I'm a dude, so it was all ego for me. Like, you want a divorce from me, so that's all I can say. Like, I ain't even have it from me. I was so egotistical about it, you know, and I was hurt because I didn't like what happened. But guess what? She didn't like what happened either. And you have to go through that. You have to go through that. But because I'm not scared of nothing, my father was abusive. So all fear left me. I used to hope Freddy Krueger came in his naps and woke him up like that. Wow. Like my whole life, I just don't want pain on me. I don't want pain on me. And it hurt. It hurt. It hurt, but not the worst hurt in the world. like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been hurt. I only knew her 10 years. Like, I've been hurt way. It's fine. It didn't. So as far as kill you, you know, people say, oh, divorce is death. It's not death because no one comes back from the dead. I'm going to have to see her. My daughter is here. Like, my daughter. You know
what?
Death is too strong.
You know
death
what? No. A whole stack. I agree with you. Yeah. I hear that all the time. And people are like, okay, yes, it's death of a marriage, death of a period of time, death of a relationship. Yes. But like you said, it's like that person is not, even if you never see them again, you know they still exist on the earth. But
I don't get that hypothetical. I don't get that hypothetical because
no. But what I'm saying is that they exist on the earth. So they're not. It's not. Yes, that's the end of it. But guess what? Then we should see high school as a death because that was an era.
And then death is strong. I don't wish death on my enemies. Like, I don't. Me neither. I hope you fall and bust your nose or something, but you pee on yourself in the public. Right. Other than that, like, I don't. It's all good. Just because we ain't cool, you ain't gotta die. Like, I don't.
Right. I mean, and like you said, it's painful. It may take a long time to recover from. But like you said, we're resuscitated. You and I both have experienced resuscitation, and even from, like you said, from being in a coma, maybe. You know, people experience being in a not saying you did, but some people experience being like in a coma-like state where they just
because you don't know what day it is, but look, I didn't have.
They stop life.
I have to go on the radio and I have to talk about my life. And guess what? My life is, I'm going through a divorce. I got some awesome kids. I'm trying not to be mad, but I'm feeling the way. And then I don't want to sway nobody. But the bottom line is, I didn't talk to my father for 20 years. Now me and him be on the phone like females. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it took me 2.5 years. As cool as me and Tony was, for Tony now to call me on FaceTime and say, congratulations on your engagement. I love her for you. It took 2.5 years. And in those years, I'm wanting to fix it. I gotta fix it. This can't be, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's still Tony, you know what I'm saying? So what I had to do is start doing what I've done my whole life and talking to myself. instead of writing every time I had to do it and put child support for Jameson twice a week, mad, holding the pen like,
Right.
no,
Hey,
truthfully typing it, child support for Jameson, sin with this whole sin.
Right.
Mad.
Right.
I started putting love support for Jameson.
Oh, yes.
Love. I so love Jameson. Jameson's
Yes.
so awesome. Just thinking about Jameson changed my. Hey, Tony,
Yes.
you need anything else? That's what it comes down to. Yes. I did that to myself. Ain't no therapist. Ain't no therapist. I was abused since I was a kid. All I saw was abuse. I understand dysfunction, and I hate it. And I hate it. I don't like, as loud as I am, I'm never going to yell at a woman and go like,
Good.
And that's all I saw. You know what I'm saying?
I did too.
You don't like my way, I throw you through some glass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I saw. So, no, divorce ain't death. I seen death. I've been, it's death. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get to have 2.5 years to find the peace. And during Corona, and if you didn't learn something during Corona virus, I call it the Coronication. If you didn't learn in the Coronication that you need to fix a wrong with somebody, it's somebody that you like. I don't even eat butter because every time till you fix that wrong with everything good going around you. If you didn't learn something else, God told me very early, he said, do not waste this time. I heard him say it. And the people that wasted it, my mama was real big on the grasshopper and the ants. And then the real Aesop fable from Africa, the grasshopper died and the ants kind of eat them or something. Like, all you want to do is play and you don't want to help. Now you hungry. Grasshopper. You know what I'm saying? So my family is very sarcastic, tough love. I know tough love with the tough, beat you up tough. It got to be a tough love limit. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn all that through me and through the therapy that I have went through to hear them people say, it ain't you. I know. All I want to do is play. That's all I want to do. If I go somewhere and they say, Griff, you going to have to be quiet, man, and you ain't going, don't be all loud. I don't want to go. Why would I want to go there? I don't care what they doing. This is as low, here go as low as I can talk. Are they still hearing me?
Right. You know
you
what?
think you the first person?
My kids say I talk loud all the time, Griff. You know what? I have to say, you just don't know how many, and I want to speak to the men because, yes, you probably ministered to a lot of people who were going through divorce. I, too, actually was going through the same thing.
We was talking to each other. You all right? But see how we checked on each other, though? You all right? I had better days. Exactly. I'm working on it.
Yep. But what I wanted to say is, for you speaking up and sharing was so pivotal for men, for the male population, because you all are discouraged from admitting that you actually are going through emotional struggles. Yeah. And that's real. It's so many men out here who are going through emotional struggles. And people just always assume that with divorce, oh, it had to have been the guy, or it had to have been this, or you know what I'm saying, or the guy must have done something, or the guy must have. And I say, guess what? Women leave men, men leave women, men are grieving.
And it's still divorce.
Listen, and to your point, people still grieve even if you still don't want to be there. I don't regret my decisions, but it doesn't mean that I didn't grieve.
Right.
You know? And so people don't give their self permission to guess what? I'm still gonna feel because my life's changed. And the other thing is, to your point, people don't believe, like people can't even see a light anywhere in the future. And Ace is on here. Ace is just joined, bro.
As you know, Libra gang, bang, 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 sis.
Ace, he said he was gonna message you. You can't wait. But But no, truly, what I want to say about that is you said something so pivotal. And I have to say, I'm shocked because I know what a strong personality Tony has. When you said Tony called you and congratulated you for your engagement,
Man,
you know, I was floored because I'm sitting here like, who we talking about? Like, who we talking about?
Tony done flew to Texas to see Jameson and hung out with her. They be on the phone.
I'm sitting there like, they're like, I can't even believe that because like I said, I know she has a very strong personality, and I like for you to say that already is a testimony. And again, I remember talking to you in the beginning. You never would have been able to see this day. Like,
no, that's the difference. I just didn't want to see it then.
Okay.
I knew I wasn't going to feel like this. It's fine. I know how to forgive. But one thing I know what all therapists say is at my pace.
Right.
2.5 years is what it take me. Then that's 30 months on it. You understand? Right. And we going to be cool when it's over. And if you need anything, whenever, holler at me, stop playing. We say love you when we hang up. Love you.
So tell me something. When you...
Because I got daughters.
When you were sharing, tell me this. Was your sharing with the public more therapy for you, or were you hoping it would help others too? Or was it both?
See, so as comedians and as performers, we don't go out and say, I hope this helps somebody. I just have to be my everyday, honest every day. And right now I'm having a bad day because I miss my daughters. I miss my friend. I don't have no one I got hella friends, but I can't talk to them like this. A whole different kind of hurt.
Right.
But that don't mean I still, just because somebody put some kryptonite close to Superman, he don't always die. He just be toe up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it's only a couple people who know that the kryptonite hurts you. So when they give you the kryptonite, that's the mafia family. I didn't know it was going to be you, Louis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you can survive, and then the bottom line is, they don't pay me to be Tony and Griff. They pay me to be Griff. So I talked about her real bad in comedy for a couple years, but it was funny and it was respectful. And she couldn't really say nothing because whatever. I was talking about her when I was in love with her. You know what I'm saying? The therapy is to not keep anybody's secret. Right. I don't want to, we was just saying, keeping that ring for my girlfriend, I hated it.
It was, God.
I wanted to give it to her for 5 weeks, just be like, it's something on the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I am.
I have a hard time even keeping good secrets. Like, I can't keep no bad secrets. Keeping good secrets, I'm horrible at that.
A bad secret is going to your grandma's house, and your uncle is in his 20s living in a bunk bed with the He-Man sheets opening like a curtain, talking about, would you like to come into my castle? Grandma! Uncle Dante being nasty again.
Oh no! Yeah.
So you gotta, we just address, it don't hurt my feeling. It is not gonna hurt my feelings that I said you was in here doing child molestery stuff, and you was. I hope whoever get mad did it. Whoever get mad did it. And that's the bottom line. So it's not about, and I'm not even aggressive. Like, if you don't like my opinion, I don't want to fight. I purposely have globes around me and maps because I like to go places where I don't know one person. And in my mind, I'm going to meet some people at the airport. I'm going to call somebody who was there 2 times and know somebody and when I land, from the time I land to the time I come back home, I'm going to have the best time ever. I don't say, what if my flight doesn't work? What if I get there in my hotel? What if they don't understand? No, I'm going to go have some fun. I'm going to have an adventure. I'm going to be able to tell people about it. And then I'm going to go somewhere else and not live in the past, die in the past.
Right. Yeah. I love it. I love it. You
Thank you, Vince.
yeah, I'm telling you, that's one of the things I love about your spirit is that
It's so aggressive.
well, you're not. I don't
No,
think so.
no, my spirit man is so aggressive because if God
I don't think it is. I think passionate. See, people, I don't let people.
I love passion. I know. I'm a tattooed Raider fan. What are you talking about? I'm one of them fans. Like I'm one of them.
Passionate, not aggressive. Not aggressive. Passionate.
So guess what? If I love you hard and we go hard when we in love, when it's bad, it's bad. But for me, it can't be bad long. It's bad for 4 minutes. Like 4 minutes is the worst.
Yes.
And then I'm fine. I'm so sorry. I hate them 4 minutes. I suck. Like you gotta keep it moving, and you gotta get with somebody who understands that. So if look at it like this: if my mama bipolar and my daddy bipolar, I'm a quarter polar. You know what I'm saying? You get something by just if it ain't the looks, it's an action, it's a thought. You get something. So I just have to.
So tell me this: with all this, with your fiance, she must know how to handle.
She just got here. Bang! Come here.
We get to meet her. Yay! Look, and I'm mad I get to meet her with everybody else, but you know, it's all good.
Listen, you are interviewing people. Come here. She just was buying Christmassy stuff. We about to after this, we playing the music and I borrowed the ladder from my neighbor. We going.
Hey! No, you don't understand this. So and I hope you don't mind me saying this. So we've been talking about Griff's journey, and I was there when it was not so good and there for him. I want to tell you, I am so happy to meet you and see your face, because bro, you know, I can't be happier for you. This warms my heart. Okay. Now listen, I know you're a good, strong woman because I know he a handful. He's a lot. His personality is like exorbitant.
Yeah.
But guess
I'm gonna play with
you. You know what to do. You know how to handle it. Look, and just little stuff like that. You love it.
Look, when they got COVID, how long am I gonna have to be in here, guys?
You don't let go of my hair.
Hold on, guys. Sorry. The thing says my connection is going. Hold on.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I can hear you. We was talking. It stuck a couple times. It's cool. Listen, this is what I do. This is what I do for people. And hey, your phone disconnected. I don't own phone companies. I don't know why. I don't want to make up a reason why we got disconnected. I don't know. I don't even answer my phone. So
well, you are beautiful. So happy to meet you. Bro, you right now, you're so inspiring. You're inspiring to a lot of people. Again, I've been through divorce and also career change. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. That's the other major change that you experienced in the public eye. And I know for me, it was a tough transition for me going from, I'm a single mom now. My life changed completely from when I, was in a marriage, and it was a totally different life. And as I transitioned, me like you, Griff, I have to say this, I'm just not scared. My faith is so big. And I share this, with people that they're like, oh my gosh, like, you're crazy. You're going to have to struggle again. You might have to start all over again.
I rebuke that. I don't receive any of that. Hold on, you breaking up. We not on the phone. You don't have enough bars.
But Griff, the whole time I was like, maybe you won't be able to deal with it. Me, I can. I can go smaller. I can go from the big house to the two-bedroom apartment for a little while, because guess what? I already know what's to come. I know what I'm capable of. I'm not scared of that. I wasn't scared of it. And guess what? I done been through, I grew up struggling. I done been through some ish. Like you,
right.
I done been through abuse. I have been through living in people's basements. I have been through, hey, Stace, my best friend's on here. I have been through sharing a bed with my mama and my sister in the home. So for me, I was like, okay, maybe I won't have that big old house right now. Maybe I won't be able, I'll be struggling for a little bit, but guess what? I know what I'm made of. I know what I'm made of. And so for me, it was like, okay, I love acting. Acting is my heart, is something I'm passionate about, but I got a whole nother skill set that I had for 20 years before I started acting. And look at God. I was like, oh, what's up? I got to work? Okay, fine. Thank you, God, for letting me still have the knowledge base. And
man,
wait a minute, and the contacts. So all I had to do was put out there, hey, I'm looking for a job. And yes, I've been acting out for 8 years. And guess what? Within a year, I had a job back in my career and I said, guess what? Keep it moving. And during COVID, I'm so happy for that. So that was a blessing.
I've been so peaceful. 2020 been so good for me. That God, stop apologizing for the people. It's people dying who don't have coronavirus every day. And that coronavirus, that's, you know, it's just something really, out of 8 billion people, only one, and saying only is strong, and I don't want to
don't even say it, because it's
1.6 million people out of 8 billion people is very small if you was counting marbles. So
but regardless of the numbers, it's a critical. But you're right. One thing I do, like in my new orientation, is we have all the negatives highlighted constantly. I was like, okay, but babies are still being born. People are still.
I went to Hawaii to go see my grandson. Hold on.
Right. I know. I saw your grandson. People.
I'm going to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And
people.
Your latter days will be greater than your past, baby.
I know it. They already are. They already are.
I went through the same thing, a divorce and everything, and God, I'm retired from Ford Motor Company. I changed my whole life.
She a tomboy that's cute.
Yes, love it.
Look at that. See that? That was the tomboy part. No. She told me she was going to hit me with the cast iron skillet.
I'm kind of in between.
Go. Get out of here.
But thank you for that.
Please don't hit me again.
Yes, thank you so much.
So look,
but my point in saying that, Griff, is not to steal, the show from you, is to say that you have a lot of the same fire that I have, where I'm just like, I just believe in better for myself. I just believed. I didn't doubt it. Yes, it was hard. Yes, it's a struggle. But
do you make New Year's resolutions?
Not really, because what I do
look. Me neither, because I don't want to be better in a year. I want to be better when I wake up from this nap. I don't want to not. It's a dude on here. I want to read it. He said, that's what's up, much love. I'm trying to get my lady love back because I stepped outside of our relationship. Today marks 6 months and 191 days in recovery from alcohol. So whoever that is, it wasn't you stepping out. You're an addict. So that is something that you are. And so the stepping out is just a product of you being an addict. So don't be so hard on yourself. Number one,
go getting help. That's the
one. Go get help.
He's getting help.
And guess what? When your lady love see you change, she'll come back. But they seen you drunk too many times. They seen you promise that you wasn't, then the breath smell like alcohol in the morning, and then dipping it in the coffee, and then putting it in, hiding it, and then that's when it becomes cracky.
Yeah.
So they can't deal with the crack no more. You can't be mad at nobody that don't want to date a crackhead no more. Right. So don't be cracky and watch how you get them back.
So I want to talk about. I
No
want you
offense
to
to any
talk.
crackheads out there.
What'd you say? What did you say?
No offense to the crackheads. You know,
So
people
guess
so
what?
sensitive.
Guess
I
what?
have crackhead
I
nation.
had a lot of that in my family too. Like me, I didn't trust me.
But guess why we not them? Because we saw y'all be cracky. Mama!
And we didn't want to be that. And we didn't want to be that.
We ain't want to be that. But the actual problem with seeing abuse and saying to yourself, the challenge of seeing abuse and saying to yourself, I ain't never gonna be like that. I ain't never gonna be like that. Yeah. You become something else.
Right.
Because so I'm not gonna be like that. That's right up there with why don't you listen to me? So
you know what's interesting about that? Me and my sister, this is something that we share a lot, is that our mother for real was one of the sweetest people in the entire world, and we loved her. But one of the things that we used to say when we were growing up is she's so loving and so forgiving and unconditional love. But we used to be like, but men do her dirty. They treat her bad. And so it was almost to our demise that we were so adamant that we're going to be tough. We're not dealing with that. We're not going to deal. We ain't going to be run over, and all that. So like you said, you almost can manifest a whole nother problem by saying, I'm never getting treated like she was treated. I'm never whatever like that. And then you find yourself in a different bad situation, And so for us, like you said, you guess what? You see things, you see images, and you say, okay, I know that if I do drugs, I could potentially end up in that same place because it goes through my veins. Or if I drink alcohol, hey, Anjima, I could potentially see myself in that place. So you avoid that. But then you also have to put up your armor for what other direction
so
led to. You need to put your armor up because while you got rid of that enemy, it's another one right here, another demon just waiting to attack you over here.
But this is where I live in my mind, and this was my happy place when I was being abused growing up. I would just see myself hosting the Emmys and the Grammys.
I love it.
Being on stage and telling people they killing me in this house over like the Muppet Show. Oh, the Muppet Show changed my life. When I saw that the humans could be with the puppets, like I was going to clown them two old white dudes. They were so mean to Fozzie. Fozzie was a comedian that wasn't
right.
And he would be like, hey, and I got my chickens. And they used to be like, you're no comedian. And I would go out there and say, I got this, Fozzie, but I was 9. You know what I'm saying? And when I physically saw the worst things that can happen to a kid and a woman and a family. So in my mind, through my spirit, it always told me it's the opposite.
Yeah.
If it's this much carnage and evil and dysfunction and anger and violence, then it got to be a place where they just, oh my God. And that's where I'm going. I'm going there. When you walk in and everybody know you, and when you leave, they be kind of mad. I'm going there. When nobody hit you and you ain't got to bleed because you got a different opinion, I'm going there and I'm going to live there and I'm going to have children there and they ain't never going to know about here. And going to go see my firstborn have his firstborn. I've always heard him say your children's children will be blessed because of you. So now I know who about to get it the most. That's my firstborn son. I just saw him. He gonna grow up and have a kid. I'm a great grandfather all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? And
what a blessing.
And it is, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I don't want my 49-year-old to be around my 29-year-old, and he'll be 30 in February, and love on him and see his cleverness and him with his wife and sitting with it. I needed it.
Yeah.
I saw it my whole life.
Yeah.
You happy in what you want to be happy with, and that's what I taught him, and he was happy in it. And I'm so thankful to God to let me live to see my corrected ways. Woo!
Oh, come on. Wait a minute. You just said a word right there.
I thank God for it, man.
Because to let me live long enough to see my corrected ways. Brother, okay. Everybody drops a nugget and a word. You just dropped a word right there. I received that. Thank you for that blessing, even saying that. Y'all need to write that down, type that in, all that. Can I get an amen or something? Because that right there is a word right there.
Guess what? I don't even need the amen and the emojis, and I still meant it.
I know. We know you. We know it's all the way. It wasn't for the reaction, but what I'm saying is, I want to make sure y'all caught that.
I wrote it down too. Like I had to write it down.
And y'all took that in. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, to see my corrected ways.
Because you seen your bad ways.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And then bad varies. I'm very proud to say I've never been arrested, but that doesn't mean I wasn't bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I just never got caught.
Right.
So, pain is pain. Pain is pain. So it's your pain is well that happened to you, but what happened to me was pain. And I don't. My body rejects pain like a cold. So need to get comedy. Lets me get it off in a way that's productive, and it's what my purpose is. It's what I don't know how to do nothing else, man. Like it'd be different if I can't do what I'm doing right now. I would like to go see Jesus. If I can't speaking to people and travel and tell different people some other stuff that I learned from some other stuff, and then I would like to hang out with Michael Jackson and Prince and them. I would. It's my purpose. If you're not doing your purpose, you got to come to heaven anyway. That means you did it.
Yeah.
I don't never think I'm good, and that's not a bad thing.
Each other. What did you say? And those people.
People do try to outpaint each other. Oh well, I got molested by my uncle. I got molested by my uncle too. I got molested on a Wednesday. I got molested all week.
Right.
Like, all right, it's horrible uncle. That's right. To both of y'all.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's all about
It's both of y'all. Yeah. And that's true, Terrence. People do try to outpaint each other because people just you're so proud. You should be. You are such a proud granddaddy. Are you granddaddy, grandpa? What they call you?
He don't call me nothing. He go like this still.
What do his parents call you?
His parents call me dad.
What do they call? How do they refer to you as the Gramps?
I only want to be grandpa.
Okay,
so
I love it.
I only want to be grandpa. I don't know. I didn't have one. My mom didn't know her father, and my dad. I met my dad's dad when I was 10, and he died a couple months later. But
wow. Well, okay. So
this is a picture. This is a picture of my grandfather that I never knew when he was like 40, right?
Oh,
and then this is him when I was with him at the wedding in 81. So the time I spent with him, and I was a little kid. I had a grandfather. He looked like me. I always wanted one. When you a boy, you want a grandpa. So I was just over grandpa, and he was like grandson, and he ain't never say, all right, relax.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And he died after that. And that's what I remember the most. He was so awesome. Good. So, and I only met him once, so I'm going to outdo him.
And I believe you. You love that grandbaby so much already. Oh my goodness. I believe it. That is such a, hey, Freddie. Yeah, I mean, it's so many people. People come on here to see you and be inspired by you and hear your story. I'm so good. My folks, your folks, keep it coming. IG, I don't want to cut us off, so I want to make sure we get it all in because so I brought up the probably the most difficult transition or change in your life that you've experienced as an adult that we're aware of. What did you say? You should try. What does that say?
It say hurt should only run in your family until it runs into you. So God told me when I was 9 or 10, every curse on your family ends with you. He told me that. I heard him. So since I was a kid, I've been determined to live this life. So I'm gonna make it the way I want to make it. And I ain't gonna have to throw nobody through a window. I ain't gonna have to, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, you just said another profound. Okay, Griff, you need to text me all this stuff. Curse in your family ends with you.
The generational curse ended with me, but I heard him say it. It ain't just a fluke. Like the Lord told me. So I've had purpose. I've had purpose, and I went to 21 different schools growing up. So I traveled the world because I traveled the world when I was a kid. Like I went to 21 different schools. That means all the one friends that y'all had from 2nd grade to 9th grade, I met them 700 million times more people. Like, and I was always comfortable with them. I never changed. I never changed. I was the same way.
Yeah. Well,
keep falling.
Huh?
Your phone keep.
I told you it's because I keep adjusting it. I feel like it's about to, it says my speed about to stop.
You've been fine the whole time.
You know, I'm like, no, you like, stop, Tasia, you paranoid. But
so, then you just stop talking. You be talking. You be like, no.
No, but Griff, what's funny is your episode's the only one that got all that going on. Erica can be like, what the heck was going on? I said, it's my boy. I could do that craziness with him.
Mount Pleasant MP. I went to Mount Pleasant High School my freshman and sophomore year. I left in April of '87. In April of '87, in January, the Jets. I want to know, you found out. I got a crush on the Jets. Had a contest in San Jose that said whoever collect the most cans or recycled goods in 1987, the Jets were coming to do.
Wait a minute, you was a Jets fan? Wait.
Yeah, I was a Jets fan.
But wait a minute. Do you remember Menudo on
ABC? Menudo on ABC. Menudo on. It was 5. Yeah, I do. We owe.
Yeah, look. Yes.
Do you remember this? They call me Yuck Mouth, and I don't brush. And I brush my teeth like this. They call me Yuck Mouth, and I don't brush. How's about a little kiss? Got some meat over here. Chicken too. Hey, that's a cavity, and that's new. And if you don't brush your teeth, you'll get one too.
No, look. But do you remember this? I'm just a bill, just a sitting here on Capitol.
Oh hell! Wait a minute. It was a Mormon commercial that I found out later. It was Alfonso Ribeiro threw a ball at a white dude window accidentally. And the man went, and they were singing the commercial. And the man said, who broke my window? Telling the truth, is it gonna be easy? Glass everywhere I look. Who broke my window? Why am I crazy? Aha! Some kids ball. Who could the little culprit be? Who threw this ball? Did someone see? He's so mad. I'm really scared. All kids today, they just don't care. Mr. Robinson, what a horrible mess. I broke your window with my ball. You, and I come to confess. You know I'd be angry. Yes, aren't you afraid? No, I'm proud of you because you have displayed honor. The stuff from what heroes are made of. I told the truth. He told the truth.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was just a whole concert.
Tell your sister to do that one on stage.
Hey, you hear that, Asia? Hey, don't put her up for a challenge. She legit will call you out. You should see you in the audience and do that, Joker.
Right. He said he couldn't tell the difference between the Jets and the Bars. The Jets look like Lil Simone's. So look, let me go back to what. So in April of '87, my dad and my stepmom got divorced, and my dad moved to Stockton on a Tuesday. The Jets was coming on Friday to perform at our school because we raised the most. I was part of that. So I tell my stepmom, I'm like, can I just live with you? And she looked at me as a kid on the porch, throwing my father out the crib like this. No, never. And it didn't hurt my feelings because I got it. Yay area. What up, though? San Jose? Come on. I know that I'm from the Yay. I lived in so many places, and I always never forgotten fights or joined gangs, or I knew how to be cool with people.
Well, you know what, Griff? I have to say, see, this is the thing. For those of you out there who are struggling and go through stuff, don't feel like it makes you lesser or puts you at a disadvantage, because I feel like our life experiences actually make us stronger. I was just having this conversation today that I know, or maybe last night, that all these struggles, you living in all those different places. I didn't live in a lot of different states and all that stuff, but we moved a lot within the DMV. We have moved a lot and lived in a lot of places, and we've gone to several schools and so on and so forth. But guess what? That's why we're able to adjust.
I started comedy in DC, so listen, if you make it in DC, you're gonna be fine because DC's so diverse. You know what I'm saying? One night you could be playing with ghetto black girls from Oxon Hill, and then one night you could be around Burry Farms.
What you know about Burry Farms?
Oh, I know everything about Burry Farms.
Wait a minute, you pronounced it right.
I got a homegirl named Sharon, and she gonna get married on a Saturday to somebody named Eric.
Wait a minute. How you pronounce our old mayor's name?
Murburn.
You know.
I was there when he was there. Murburn. And they ain't even say Burry. They just said M-U-R-B-U-R. Murburn.
Exactly.
I love DC.
I know you was there sometime because everybody don't know that.
I started comedy there in '95.
Wow.
I started with Joe Claire from Seat Pleasant.
Joe is like family. That's my boy.
I started with Joe.
Like Joe is family legit. Like
Joe, Dominique, Red Grant, Jay Phillips, Kedar, T-Rex. I'm part of that crew. Mike Brooks.
Joe on here. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah.
All them.
Wow. Let me find out you was in DC. You was in DC when I was away in school. I was in Hampton.
Came to DC in '94. November of '94.
That's my class. I was in Hampton in school. But that's my hometown. Born and raised in DC in Southeast.
Burry Farm.
Southeast.
Take the green line to Anacostia and get off.
What you know about that? Wait a minute, the 32, 34 bus.
I lived in a lot of places in DC. I used to live on 14th and W. I lived in Laurel off of Whiskey Bottom Road.
What?
I lived in where else? I kind of was in. Well, I knew a lot of females back then, so I kind of lived in.
Right, a lot of places.
PG County. I lived in PG County for a minute.
Okay, so
And
listen,
look, I lived in St. Mary's and St. Mary's.
okay, so listen, I don't want IG to cut us off. We're having too much fun. Before we get into that, I want two things. So we're gonna you already started the fun. I usually have a little
You
fun.
want to hang up and call back?
No, listen. What I want to tell you first of all is what they say. I can't.
Right.
I can't.
That's my cousin.
Hey, what's up, cuz?
Raiders. He know.
Wait a minute. Raiders. Wait a minute. I forgot about that. What are you doing? Oh, Broncos.
Look how I'm disrespecting their logo.
Griff, you from LA, right?
I'm from the South and the Bay. So my mom lived in LA, but she also lived in Bakersfield and Delano and Porterville and Monrovia and Pasadena and Altadena and Duarte and West Covina and Pomona and the Redlands and San Bernardino and Rancho Cucamonga.
Right.
And Dad lived in San Jose and Stockton. I just, 6.5 hours my whole life. Up and
Well,
down.
you know what? I lived, Asia was born in California, actually. We lived in California in Inglewood.
In Inglewood?
In the wood on Lime Street.
How about that?
Yeah, for about 3 years, from the time I was 4 until I was 7. But before that, we lived in Compton for a little while. And then I remember we moved from Compton, we moved to the wood.
I'm a real Cali dude. Like I got cousins. I got cousins in the Yay. I got cousins on Crenshaw. Like I'm safe. If I can get to Cali, I can stay anywhere.
No, your accent never left.
Can't. I talk to my mama too much. Like it can't.
Right. That's just like me. I've been in Georgia for I guess over 20 years, and I know my DC accent is still there.
When you start saying youngin' and luncheon, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Look, young, I gotta go. Young, they lunching out there over there.
You know what I'm saying all the time?
Talking about them jumps.
Joe Claire say young every 2 seconds.
And jump.
Joe, yeah. What up, Joe? So tell me real quick before you go.
East Ridge Mall, we used to catch the 7 trees, the Menlo Park, the East Palo Alto, and catch the BART to go see the Raiders. Whoever put East Ridge Mall. I lived on Telly Road. I lived on Telly and Flint, and I lived by the 3-story Chuck E. Cheese.
How come you ain't never joined no gang?
Because I saw that they were dying in large numbers, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and plus, I have my own problems at the crib. Can't nobody save me. I don't care what color you got.
Right. And you was like, I have to fight there. I don't want to have to go somewhere else.
I don't want to smoke. I'm already getting smoke. It's fine. Yeah. But I helped all the gang members with their homework in summer school. So I got a pass. So I got a pass in the hood. They be like, stall him out. He cool. But then my mama told me one time, I said, I ain't in a gang, but my homeboys is. And she said, so you think another gang across the street gonna say, let's kill all them people across the street except the honor roll boy on the end who ain't really involved.
I know. It's funny because they say it's funny how the hood dudes, the hood chicks, you be like, oh, you don't want to went to college. Okay, you one of the smart ones. Look, they used to protect us. They used to, in the hood, they used to be like, no, don't mess with her. No, don't
yeah.
Don't mess with, no. They got dreams. They got dreams.
Yeah, it was a code. It was a code. It was
code.
Like, he gonna leave here and he ain't gonna come back. I said, I'm gonna come back because I know my mama not gonna leave here. So.
Yeah.
my, and then, but that's who makes us us. I know my family ain't leaving Cali.
Yeah.
I will. I don't love.
People. I'm sorry. I was gonna say I think people from DC, New York, and Cali, and even Georgia,
Nigeria.
People, they like I'm staying here. They just feel like, why do I want to live anywhere else? You know, I mean, my mom knew people from kindergarten still as an adult because they never, you know, left. We moved to California, but guess what? We ended up right back in DC. You know, it was like some areas.
Some areas is just, you got to be there. But get you some mambo sauce while you there.
Exactly. What you know?
I lived there, man. I started at the Comedy Connection in Laurel and Greenbelt, and started improv in DC. I'm a DC comedian. Like I'm an East Coast comedian that's just real Cali.
Okay. So you know why in the summertime I be all over looking for some whole crabs. I gotta have bushels of crabs. I gotta when I go
Old Bay season.
Oh, I gotta have bushels of crabs. I gotta have the crab sauce.
They eat the mustard and everything.
No. My man be like, you eating doo-doo.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, look, my time checker just said we are way beyond time.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My bad.
No, listen. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up. My producer told me to wrap it up.
I go to open mic at Mr. Henry's.
That's what I was gonna say. That was the next thing I was gonna say. Is tell us what you're doing. Where do you want people to find you? What can we be looking forward to?
I got some cartoons that's coming out. I plan on doing things from different continents, but the same way. This Nobel Peace Prize is getting closer and closer because I got a TED Talk in February.
Yes.
I was supposed to do that in person in August, and now it's online, but still a TED Talk. And then
that's amazing.
So I figure I'd do this TED Talk and start talking to these Nobel Peace Prize people, but just doing a lot of things with kids and changing some policies and working on things that are so much bigger than me, but I know the part that I'm supposed to do and then let it go and go to the next thing. So
yes, I'm super proud of you. And again, what I'm so glad to see, Griff, is, you know, not being selfish with it. You got so many blessings. Your life has changed abundantly, and you're out there impacting lives. You're out there pouring into others. You're out there making changes. And so to me, that's super important because, you know, we can't be selfish with it. You know, I'm just doing good. I'm doing great. And that's why this is why you're thriving. Your strength, your tenacity, and all that is so admirable. And, you know, I only have people on here that's real. I knew you was going to be 100, as you always are, because I'm like that. What you see is what you get. You're not gonna get the fake. So you bring the real, and the real you is what people need to see, because the real you is what is inspiring, like for real. And people get to see he funny as I don't know what, but guess what? He real too. He got real life. He got real life stuff going on. You know, grown man stuff.
Donald Thames Jr. said, "Don't make me cry," because I will. Because I'm so.
Nah, he got grown man stuff going on. You see his pride and joy. Are you gonna show us your grandson's feet one more time? Are we gonna see it one more time?
I got him in a Ziploc baggie though, like they was. Cause I gotta get him framed.
Yes, y'all know I had to give him one more again. One more again.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Man, congratulations so much. I'm so proud of you. We didn't get to talk about, you know, how your career transitioned, but y'all already know.
Maybe I should start it live real quick, and then you can have part 2.
Hey, I'm here.
What you gotta do?
Look, I gotta feed my kids. My kids gonna be like, when we gonna eat?
I got help now, so I get it. I see they in there going.
You know what? Well, guess what? I don't yet. So guess what? I got to make sure they eat. They're gonna be like, oh, that's funny, that's cute, that was real funny.
Ha ha! Never heard of them. What's up with the food?
Y'all make sure y'all tune in every morning to Get Up with Erica Campbell. My boy Griff, you guys want to see him? I mean, really, like seriously, what you say?
He said, I got the kid feet in a bag like it was some dope. And then look, and then I zip it back too. Like it's
Right, but you zipped it back.
y'all want to see it? Hold on a second. Hold on.
I know. Why
Hold
you
on
doing,
1 second. Hold on. 1 second.
why you doing all secret?
Go feed your kids. I might jump on a log real quick and talk to folks. I want to talk to Vince. Go feed your kids, and now you can listen. I love you. It's my pleasure. I can't wait to till we start crossing paths on stuff like we always do. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen.
Got work to do.
I got some. We'll talk. Just give me a call because there's
because guess what? Yeah,
a lot of stuff being done right now.
And I was supposed to come on y'all show some time ago after my accident. Remember? So there are some things.
I can't wait. I remember you was like this. Thanks for calling, girl. I don't know where I'm at right now. But
I don't know where I'm at.
thank you. Love you too. You so. Okay. All right. I've been hung up. All right.
I was out of it.
That was them good drugs.
Some good drugs.
Go feed your kids. I love you, man.
All right. Thank you, bro. Man, thank you so much for giving me your time. And
you know what?